you lose that stubborn lower belly fat? That is a question that I get asked quite frequently, and most people are gonna say, you know, do different core exercises, work your belly more, work your abs more. Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, getting your abs stronger is definitely going to help, but how many abs exercises have you been doing and it hasn't worked? That's because we're looking at it the wrong way. The stubborn lower belly fat, what happens is we end up storing toxins in our fat. And not just humans, but animals in general. We store toxins in our fat. And so when we're taking all these toxins into our body, our body doesn't know what to do with them, right? It can only push so much of it through. And what happens is it ends up pushing it into our belly fat so that it's not circulating through our system. Problem with that is that most people keep eating those toxins and your body isn't going to break down that fat when you keep taking in the toxins, because otherwise it has to release the toxins that are stored in the belly fat, find a way to push it through and excrete it. That's the problem, right? So we have to stop taking toxins into our body, and that's what this video is going to be mostly about. Losing that belly fat by getting rid of taking those toxins into your body. So let's talk about what are toxins and how they affect you. Well, one, the air that you breathe, that's going to play a huge role in the toxins that you're taking into your body. So we want to make sure we have filtered air in our house, okay? Make sure you have some sort of HEPA filter that you're using. Also, take off your shoes when you walk inside the house. Why? Because have you looked how disgusting carpet is underneath it? When we're in there with our shoes on it and then we're putting that soil and dirt into the carpet and then we're inhaling it the whole time. So we don't want to be inhaling that stuff. And that goes back to making sure you have that filter in your house. The next thing is make sure you're drinking filtered water. Okay, it has to be filtered. And I wouldn't even recommend bottled water because a lot of those companies are pretty shady. So I would say get yourself your own reverse osmosis system in your house, or a Brita filter of some sort, and make sure you're drinking filtered water. Make sure that you're not bringing in those toxins through unfiltered water. The next would be, what kind of food are you eating? This is the biggest one, okay? What kind of food are you taking into your body? A lot of people are taking in, sugar is toxic, you guys. It's straight up toxic for our bodies. So we need to be getting that sugar out of your diet. And I'm not talking fruit, I'm talking processed sugar, like the white stuff. That we need to be getting out of your diet. So what are we eating? Get rid of the sugar. The other thing that we need to make sure we're getting processed food out of our diet, just period. We don't want to be eating processed food. There's a lot of different like 0-calorie sweeteners out there that, hey man, yeah, it's got 0 calories, but you don't think that's affecting your body. Your gut is full of bacteria, and when it's taking in those 0-calorie sweeteners, those chemicals are definitely negatively affecting that bacteria in your gut. And so your body's gonna push those toxins and it's gonna put it into that fat, and now we're with an issue, right? So what should you be eating? Well, a lot of plants, a ton of plants, okay? Throw as many plants as you want into your diet. Fruits are another one, right? Fruits are plants as well. So I'm talking mostly vegetables, but fruits as well. And then flaxseed. Flaxseed has been proven to help with pushing these toxins through our body. So I would recommend eating a fair amount of flaxseed to help with this process. And then from there, make sure that you're organic, okay? We really want to be eating organic. Why? Because pesticides and the stuff that they're putting into our products, we want to try to avoid that. And then if we look at meat products, when you're eating that protein through meat, cut off the fat, because knowing what we know now, that we store fat or we store toxins in our fat, we need to be cutting the fat off of that meat so that we're not eating it. So don't eat high fat cuts of meat. Stay away from it. Up your fiber, okay? The other thing is up your fiber. However you want to do it, make sure when you're eating grains that it's high fiber grains, not white rice, not white bread. What we really want, ideally, is for every 5 grams of carbohydrates, there's 1 gram of fiber. Okay, that would be a good carbohydrate. So up your fiber, make sure you're drinking filtered water, filter the air, eat correctly, okay, and stop taking those toxins into your body. The last thing is like energy drinks and rock stars. They're garbage, you guys. Those have so much toxicity in them. They're going in, they're storing in your belly fat, and they're negatively affecting you in a lot of ways that you don't realize. So we have to get off of all these these nasty products, this processed stuff that's made in some plant somewhere, and start eating stuff that is grown. Start eating stuff that is from a farm, doesn't have all these added hormones and pesticides in it. I promise that if you throw this stuff, if you start doing this stuff, it'll work for you, okay? The core exercises, yeah, okay, cool, but that's not your answer. It's really not. The answer that you need is getting the toxins out of your body so that it'll break down the toxins that we've taken in before and it's stored in our belly fat. That's the answer, okay? Apply it, use it. I love to help you guys. This has been Corey Nielsen helping you out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build it for you.